Hello. I'm doing this before I come on because that's what I do when I have to do something a little bit scary and I'm a teacher and before my students come in, I'm like, yes, because it gives you that feeling of victory instead of being like scared and nervous, which I am totally nervous, but welcome. And I'm so happy to be here in the See Yourself in 3D group. I'm going to talk a little bit about my journey and calm down a little bit and share a little bit of insight on, how, where you are right now and where you can be in the future. So my name is Jody and I have been a Saint artist for a little bit over 2 years. And it has just been a whirlwind and I can hardly remember not being a Saint artist. Even though I'm a teacher, I've been a teacher for 22 years. So think back to 2 years ago, what were you doing? And maybe you were in a place that was really good, or maybe in a place that was like you're searching for something, and that was a little bit me. So 2 years ago, I had this little thought that I need new eyelashes. So hello, whoever's there. Hi, Maria. Hello. I think I've messaged you a little bit. Welcome. So happy to see you here. Anyways, I thought I needed new eyelashes. I don't know. I was bored a little bit, and you know how you can search for anything on the internet. And I'm thinking, I need some eyelashes. So fill in the blank for you. If you have a thought about something like, I'm bored, I'm feeling empty, I need some adventure, I need to fill some type of a need, and it helps you to like move forward with something. So things start with a thought, and with me it was thinking I need I need better eyelashes. So I came across people doing these eyelashes online, the fake ones where I can't remember the name of them. Someone will probably know because I think they're quite popular. But along with that, I also came across Karen. You all probably know Karen, who was putting on this makeup, and I was mesmerized. And so that thought kind of turned into, well, I think I need makeup. I think I need something for this face. And Karen made it seem so easy, and it was really to me, it was really mesmerizing. So thank you, Karen, for you stepping out there and all the influence you've had on other people in this world and in this group, and the influence that we don't even know that we have. So I'm thinking I need this makeup, and I order it, and then after this thought, buying the makeup, I get this feeling. I get this feeling like, wow, kind of look at me. I'm looking better. I'm learning about contour. I had never known about that before. And one of the things that gave me kind of a uplifting feeling as well is going to a little party that our neighbors had. And first of all, I didn't tell anybody that I bought the makeup. And my friend saw me and she said, and I know the exact time and the exact place, and maybe you have that too for yourself. She said, oh my gosh, Jody, you look so lifted. I'm like, okay, my self-esteem just went through the roof because I thought, oh my gosh, this makeup is doing it for me, working for me, and I'm learning something new. So I got this feeling, and this feeling like, I could maybe do this like Karen does, or like I'm seeing some of these other artists. And I know that I bet all of you have been in the mirror. Those people who are not artists here, who are just loving the makeup, using the makeup, I bet you've looked at yourself in the mirror as you're doing it, and in your head, you're explaining how to do it. Or even maybe out loud, you're doing your own video in the mirror to yourself. And that is a feeling that first little inkling like, yep, I could do this. I could join in. I could be a saint artist. I didn't even know what that all entails, but I had that feeling too. Maybe I have a few little notes here because I don't want to miss anything. Also, this feeling that for me, the feeling was I could be a saint artist if nobody I know sees me. Then I'd be fine. I would have this separate little person over here who's doing the makeup, being a saint artist, and then my separate little life over here being a teacher. And maybe for you, it's the opposite. Maybe it's like, I can do this if I have people helping me. I can do this, or I'm going to talk to my friends. I'm going to explain it to them and ask them and get their input. Like, should I do this? So whatever, point you're at, it's okay. And you can do this. You can do it, honestly. There is, if you have that little inkling in your head and feeling in your heart that this is something you want to try, do it. And then you need to take some action. So that is, maybe your action is before you even buy the makeup, you're like, hey, I'm just jumping on this. I'm doing it. Maybe it's you've used the makeup for a period of time. For myself, I had used the makeup maybe 6 months or so before I took that action and joined in and became a saint artist. And then I did not tell my husband for several months after that. And I had a really slow start. I thought I had a pit in my stomach, like, what have I done? I can't do this. The voices that go on in your head that says you can't. And one of the things that kind of from my childhood is I was kind of told, you don't have a voice. You shouldn't be so opinionated. Kind of keep it to yourself. And that's something over time I've had to learn, that I am important. I have a voice. I have something to share. I know something that somebody else doesn't, and I can learn from somebody something I don't know from somebody else. So take action and know that you do have a voice. You have a place in this world. You have an influence over people. You have something to share with other people. And another thing that you might have this pit in your stomach, like, yeah, I want to do this, but I don't know how. Like the technical part of it, I don't know how to make a video. I don't know how to take a selfie. I don't know how to do a before and after. I don't even know how to do the makeup very well. That's okay. We don't start knowing everything. You can't know everything. You will learn. There are resources, there are people, there's practice. We don't, with my students, I don't expect them to know how to, whip egg whites the first time. I have to show them, they have to practice, they have to fail. And this is one of my favorite things I say to my students is, you'll fail, but that's okay, because fail stands for your first attempt in learning. So how else are you going to, Carolyn, hello. Oh, I kind of shouted. Oh, I'm so happy to see you, Carolyn. And I'm so glad you jumped in, Carolyn, too. You're just precious. So don't worry if you feel like you don't have all the tools to do this. Don't worry if you feel like age is a factor. I'll say it right now. I'm 59 years old, and a few years ago, I would not be caught dead telling my age to the internet. But you know what? We're all women. We are all beautiful. We're all at different stages in our life and our career, and here to support and lift people up. So don't ever think age is something that should deter you from doing something. In fact, joining in, doing this has made me feel so much younger and so much more like I love my life. It's not like I had a horrible life before, but it has just given me such joy to share this and share with other women and meet other women and learn from other women. So don't ever think those things in your head saying you can't do this are truth, because they are not. They are not. And then, you know, when you, if you decide to keep using the makeup, tell everybody, share your excitement with everybody about the makeup, because really it is, isn't it just the best? And if you have that little thought or that little inkling that, you know what, I've practiced in the mirror, I've practiced in my head, I can share this with other people, I want to have an influence in the lives of other women and how good this makeup makes you feel, I want to give this chance and opportunity to other people. Make sure you talk to the artists who brought you here, and have a conversation, you know, just have a little talk, and see how you can get started. And just know that your growth is not going to look like somebody else's. Your growth is personal. And if I look back to last week, it's like, I'm a little bit better. If I look to last year, I'm like, holy cow. Yes, look at what has happened in my life. And so there's growth. You're not going to start out, you know, knowing everything or doing everything correctly. And there's help. And, you know, just one other thing that has helped me is to write things down. So when I started a little journal, and I wrote about my first time of doing this and my first time of doing that, and some goals and thoughts that I would have, like, you know, just reaching for the stars. And I look back at that and like, I'm so thankful I wrote those things down, because you kind of forget. Maybe your maybe your memory is like mine. It's like, what did I have for supper last night? So if you write things down, hello Donna, if you write things down, you can look back, you know, a month from now, a year from now, and be like, yeah, you can pat yourself on the back and thank those people who have helped you along the way. And this kind of little interesting story about writing things down. So when this 3D, See Yourself in 3D group started, I wrote it down that in the next year, I am going to be presenting alive on this group. Well, here I am. And I want to thank Colette for like giving that opportunity to me, and like the inspiration you've been to me. And I just want to give a shout out to the girls on my team. You are fantastic. And there is so much joy in this community. And I hope that you continue on doing great things. And let me know if there are questions that you have. I would love to speak to anybody who is like has this little thought of something, and or just questions about, you know, the journey, questions about being 59, questions about cooking. Let me know. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all just have a super fantastic day. Bye-bye now.